serious.
The
He
fuck
did it all
from
along.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Gotham After Dark, Thrones of the Underworld. I am DM Discretion. Today we have with us Audible, Access, Mystic Knight, Crosshair, Ethera, Toreador, and the Architect. The Architect is a familiar friend. He is the former player of Diablo. I don't have him in camera just yet, but he is joining us nonetheless. And I don't know why it's not coming up on. Give me 1 sec here. I want to make sure that our audio is coming off on Twitch because it seemed like it was stuck. There we are. Okay, so let's talk. Let's introduce the Architect. Take it away.
You're muted.
Cookie.
I know.
Cookie.
Basically, older gentleman. Been in New York for about a year. Work in a pawn shop, and basically, I like to sell and trade and purchase trinkets. And the pawn shop is something I purchased from another gentleman, and now that gentleman helps me out with certain things. But he is on the other side of life.
Wait. Did you just say he's on the other side of life?
Yes, meaning he's on the dead side. But his spirit helps me out with getting to know how New York works. Because my character has no real understanding in a sense. Well, as for a year, he got more understanding, but he really didn't understand New York. So
you've been in New York City for how long now?
1 year.
I mean, if he understood how New York works, why is he dead now?
What happened?
If he understood how New York works, why is he dead now?
Because sometimes that shit happens.
Because I'm the new owner of his shop.
Take
Okay.
some notes here. So, the Architect, owner of a shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Small pawn shop.
He sells gremlins.
So why does this sound a lot like Friday the 13th, the series?
And living in New York for a year.
I have a heavy accent.
Mm-hmm. What's the character's nationality, since you have a heavy accent?
Egyptian. His eyes are green, and he's an older white guy with gray hair. But
He has an Egyptian accent?
yeah, he's Abanu Aswad.
So,
That's his
Tulsa?
name.
Hi, my name is Tarbash, and I am the Egyptian magician.
And we are officially canceled. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Going about my eye.
All right, and he is. You say he's older, so how old, approximately?
He's 65.
Okay.
That man is Old Testament evil.
Who in the group? If I was reading your sheet, it said something about you having associations. You would I would ask. I mean, 'cause you can't just assume everyone's gonna jump on the bandwagon. But who would know this 65-year-old Egyptian pawnbroker who deals in curiosities?
Adolfo.
Whoa! Again, you can't assign anybody. Kind of said that.
Athero
Actually-
would. Athero would.
Actually, yeah. Yeah,
He's-
because I am a magician of sorts, and curios are my thing. Plus, I'm
pawn
an
shop?
archaeologist
Okay.
by trade, remember? So, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, again, I'm asking. I'm not telling. So, and he can't.
So
So it will be Athera
Uh-huh.
I just said it,
Athera stepped
yeah.
up. Athera stepped up. I got that.
and Adolfo.
All right. And that's. I don't believe his character's name is Adolfo. Mystic Knight, you mean?
Mystic Knight. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I would prefer if you
Yeah.
guys used, your character's names, but that's cool.
It's my alias. Fuck you.
What is your character's real name? Architect?
Abanob El Aswad.
Wipe your nose and blow it next time.
They just know me as Abba.
Did you say wipe your nose and blow it next time? You are.
Don't hear you.
So wait,
you
we know
ignoring
you
it?
as father in Jewish?
No. Oh, that's
Abba.
what that means, right? Abba's
No, that's
Abba.
That's Baba, not
No,
Abba.
No, it's Abba.
Baba is usually used for father.
Yeah, that's the euphemism for father.
No, but Abba
Uh,
in Jewish is father.
Okay.
Is
well,
it?
No, Ava in Jewish is life or
It's
life.
father.
Actually, no, he's right.
It's not father. It's life
looked
or
up.
life. Ava
Okay.
Abba,
is life or
Abba
life.
in Hebrew is father.
In Hebrew, it's father.
You said Ava or Abba?
Abba.
Abba.
Aswad. They know me as Aswad.
Okay.
Okay, I went Ava. So I said it corrected.
Daddy? Daddy?
The architect. As long as he doesn't speak in,
Abu.
weird,
So
overly
father in
wordy sentences.
Father in Egyptian is Abu. But Aswad it is. Okay.
So wait, the monkey was called father? Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Okay. So that's that. All right, so we're gonna start. We're gonna start with Crosshair. So Crosshair. 1 second.
Crosshair.
What?
You get these strange sensations in your body, and your eyes just they start a small flutter. They flutter a little bit, and then they just you wake with that jolt, and you sit upright. You're in the lab, and the doctor. What was his name again? I can't remember.
Glasgow.
So Glasgow comes over and says, whoa, take it easy. You just, what, are you all right? He's like, who am I? Do you know my name?
Glasgow, stop playing.
And how many
first.
fingers am I holding up?
3, 6, 7. I wasn't looking at the screen, that's why. 7.
Okay. Follow. And takes out his pen. He's like, all right, now follow this. Just with your eyes, not your head.
Right.
It's like, and he leans in uncomfortably close. And he's like, he cups your face and turns your head. He's like, that's amazing. And he
Are you drinking brandy?
He does the glandular. He's like, you could tell that. he looks over at the table, at one of his tables, and you can see the little brandy snifter, and he's just like, huh. Yeah, I've been. He's doing the under your neck glandular check. He's like, all right, and what's today? It's like, do you know the date?
April 6th, 2025.
Okay. Let's see. It's like, swing your legs over before you even think it. Before you even think to do it, your legs are already over, which is kind of weird, but okay. And he's like, he takes those little things for the that they tap on the knee.
Test my reflex. Yeah.
So he does that, and you kick it to the point where it goes into the wall. He's like, holy shit. All right. Gonna need to adjust that. Lie back down, please.
What's going on?
I'll explain in a second. Just hold on, please. You're gonna feel a little strange. You can hear the tapping on the keyboard. It's like, there it is. Okay. He's like, okay, so I'm gonna need you to close your eyes for a few seconds, and you're gonna feel a little strange, but not.
Open your mouth and close your eyes.
I'm not ignoring that, and not to worry.
Nope. Also, I'm gonna hear Nope.
Been around the world and all right. So in that second, you feel like you're drifting to sleep, like you're under anesthesia. And then you wake up again, and you're just like the lab lights are on,
and there's a bottle of baby oil.
The outer the rays of light that were coming in through under the door, the door leading out to the lab are gone. So he's like, okay, and we're back, and that should be everything. So tell me, how do you feel?
With my hands.
All right, so normal. That response is normal. Sit up, please. Swing your legs over that. There you go.
Swing my leg.
Okay, and
what the hell's going on?
He takes out a pen, and he's like, "Give me your hand, please."
I give my hand.
So he does that the Empire Strikes Back test that they did with Luke in his new hand.
Mm-hmm.
He's just poking at your fingertips, and you register it. It's like you feel that. Any numbness, any tingling?
Yes.
Okay.
No numbness, no tingling. I'm fine. Oh.
Yep, you certainly are. Okay, great. Well, just to fill you in, he's like, I just want to show you something. If you would direct your attention to the screen here. This was you not too long ago, and there's an aerial view of a partial aerial view of the battle that you had, and then you being whisked away by Audible.
Who is that?
And by Audible and Toreador. He's like, I'm assuming those are people that work for your uncle, and then they brought you here, and you were kind of banged up, so I patched you up, and you should be right as rain.
Brought me here.
He said you don't remember. You told him to bring you here. You gave him the address.
I would never give anybody the address to this place. This is my place and your place. I never told you.
Well, you did. So, and in that moment, you're just like, well, maybe I did, and just that piece, that little fog, you can distinctly remember some of that battle.
Did I do that?
You remember being
just got gaslit.
You remember him coming towards you with that enormous thick cable attached to the crane hook and swinging it in your direction, and then everything went black from that point.
Oh, Chulito.
You remember that?
Bro, remember Chulito?
You remember him. You remember fighting him. You remember not
Do I remember
liking
his name?
You remember not liking him, and then eventually, yeah, you come to his name. Well, his street name, anyway.
Chulito.
And he said, just for full context, and this is something that will flow over into the rest of the group. It's like, I just need you to see this. Give me 1 second. Types it again. He's like, back to the screen, please. He's like, there you go. And you can see a surveillance cam from inside of the hotel. And you see a very well-dressed Chilito in a black suit with red shirt and black tie. And he is standing right behind your uncle as he's welcoming some visitors to the hotel. It's like, so I just want you to understand what it is that's happening here. Apparently, this gentleman is in your uncle's employ. So if I'm to offer any advice that you may want to take, if you have any thoughts on, what do you guys call that? The getting back at him, or revenge. We used to call it revenge where I came from, but you might want to think about that, at least in the short and long term. But otherwise, you're right as rain. Your gun was lost. They told don't have that, but I have some of your. We do have your spare gear here, so I think they may be looking for you.
They who?
Hold on, please. So there were like 4 texts to your phone that you're now seeing in your HUD, and they're 3 from your grandmother, 1 from your grandfather to call home. Is this music too loud for you guys? I just want to make sure.
Oh no, the music isn't too loud.
Looks fine.
I get off the table a little wobbly.
Actually, you don't. You
don't
thought you were going to. Once your feet touch the ground, you feel light. Light as a feather. Everything seems in order. You still have a little dirt under your fingernails. Some soot in spots that he didn't change you out of. But for the most part, you're in a gown. You can see there are spots where there are gauze, taped up. He said, I wouldn't touch any of that. Just give it a couple of days, and then you should be able to take those off. It did some stitch work on you.
Stitch work with Glasgow. Oh my God.
It's like, look, kid, I'm only telling you what happened. It's like, you really don't remember?
I remember fighting Chulito on the roof to kill him.
Uh-huh.
Tough son of a bitch. I
I'd
got
say
grabbed by some black guy.
Oh yeah, that dude that was carrying the other dude like a big baby.
And then they dropped me. And the last thing I did was...
They dropped you. Yeah, they dropped you off here.
No.
He said, what are you talking about? They dropped you. If they dropped you, you wouldn't be here. You do understand that, right?
They dropped me. They flew me up in the air.
Uh-huh.
And then they let me go. Do I remember taking a shot? I remember taking a shot at him.
You don't remember that? You don't remember you vaguely remember the drop, but you don't remember anything after that.
I would never tell anybody this place. Ever.
Okay, well, you're here, so how'd you get here? I didn't come get you.
Is he lying to me?
Nothing suggests that he's lying.
I would never tell anybody this where you were at.
Okay.
Because if
So he walks over to you, he takes out the pen light, And then he shines it in your eyes. He's like, look here, please. It's like, and then, you know, he's shining it and then turning it and shining it and turning it. It's like, you may be a little concussed, but that could be the reason why you're having a little fuzzy in the memory here. But I'm not going to say that it's like, this isn't about truth or lies. I'm just telling you what it is. You're here. You didn't come here on your own. So I don't, maybe they didn't drop you off. Maybe you did make it here, but I opened the door and you're here. I just assumed they took you here. But otherwise, you're in good shape. It's like you know, if I think you had some projects you were working on, but other than that, you might want to phone home, ET.
You have any extra burner phones?
Oh yeah, we have I think about 3 left. You took the last 2.
How much do you need to re-up
Re-up what?
for your supplies for burner phones?
I can go out and get some tomorrow, but it's kind of late, kid. I was actually gonna finish what I was doing and hit the sack.
I take one of the burner phones and I call my grandfather first.
Okay. So we'll move on from that, and we're gonna go back to. We're gonna come to Ethera.
I'm back.
Ethera. So, where were you last, Ethera?
I was chilling out in Mrs. Vanessa's building.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing was going to be some hairstyling, changing my appearance a bit so that I don't stand out as much.
Mm-hmm. They did the makeover part.
I'll be right back,
It was
guys.
extraordinarily difficult with your hair, but they were able to make it work. Give you a small, they cut your hair to an acceptable length for you, and new clothes. One of her guys was able to forge a new set of IDs for you. You are. Hold on for 1 second. I had this written down here. Okay,
Everything's
so
quiet.
I'm sorry. So your new identity is Danielle Schulman.
Okay, I got a new ID. Danielle Schulman.
Okay, so that's a passport, that's driver's license, that is U.S. What do you got? You're a U.S. citizen, naturalized. So, but they do tell you that you don't want them to run that, because the real Danielle Schulman is dead about 20 years.
I nod my head. Okay.
Okay. So she comes back. She's just so Danielle. She's like, wow, you look looking good there, Danielle.
I smile.
I keep saying that.
Thank you, Vanessa.
And like the outfit is it's very casual. Nothing. There's nothing fancy, nothing flashy. Essentially, the antithesis of how you normally dress.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, I think maybe for the time being, this is probably as name brand as you're going to want to go. I know that really isn't your style, but at least for the time being, till we can figure out what the next steps are. Says I'm really close, I think, to some sort of a breakthrough, but every time we come up on something close to what I thought was a breakthrough, we just get more stumbled. It's like unraveling. It's unraveling the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's just there's more to it than our even our systems can handle at this point. So we're taking a little bit of a roundabout way of getting to this information. Plus, whatever security is on this, and I mean security, there's active there's active antivirus like I've never ever seen it before in my life. I would say military grade, but I don't even know that there's anybody in this country that's been able to conceive of something like this. So we're trying to what do they call it when they build something in reverse?
Reverse engineer.
Yes, thank you.
Can we do this in character, man? Come on.
Yeah.
Calm down.
So he's like, we've been trying to reverse engineer some things, and I'm super excited. And you're looking at her in the sense of you can see it, and you can also see signs of exhaustion, like maybe she hasn't been asleep for a good 24 hours.
All right. So at that point, I step a little closer to her and I say, Vanessa, you might want to take some rest.
Oh, yeah. I'm on that. Of course.
I reach out slowly and gingerly touch her hand.
With that, she stops. She's like, yeah, yes.
Please,
You're right.
Vanessa,
It's
be
just
careful.
so much to do. I feel like I'm just out of grad school and I'm just discovering everything. This is so exciting. I have never been this excited in my life. I think maybe. So she's like, Rudy, can you just take this and I'm gonna be in my office. Just don't disturb me. And if do you need anything?
No, Vanessa, you have done so much for me, and I am eternally grateful.
The feeling is absolutely mutual. She grabs, she takes the hand you do. She grabs with both hands. She's like, I cannot tell you how important this is, and you're with me. You're on the ground floor. You it's like you're my partner in this. Of course, I can't exactly give you credit, but I think you know what I mean, right?
I smile, kind of nod demurely.
Okay. So I'm gonna, yeah. Okay. A couple of hours, no more. Yes. Yeah. They'll they have something for you to go into, and her assistant comes in. He's like, we got it, Vanessa. Just go ahead and take care of it. I'll take care of Miss Schulman here. He winks at you, which is not. And then he's just like, oh, I'm so sorry.
I just look at him, kind of a dead stare.
It's like, I am so sorry. Like Johnny Knoxville's little head in Men in Black when he sneezes on him. He's, I am so sorry. He's like, if you will just follow me.
All right.
Okay.
I give Vanessa one last look.
Mm-hmm.
Please rest. And then I follow him.
As she's walking away, you can see her just. She reaches in. She has. She was in a lab coat. She thinks that she's being coy and slick, putting her left hand in her pocket of the lab coat and looking, and you can see the light from her smartphone. She's like, as she's walking towards our office. So now he leads you to the garage. He's like, these here, just a row of all kinds of speed bikes. It's like some of our guys get to use these, but I think 2 of them are not. Yep, there they are. 2 really powerful speed bikes. He said the helmet's there. We can also. It's like I can get you a jacket. I think we have one that may be in your size.
I would enjoy that very much.
Okay. It's like, and if you go out that way, it'll take you to Madison. So, and you'll be right there going downtown. If you need anything, and he reaches into his lapel, pulls out his card.
All right. I take a look at it. I take out Rita and scan his card.
Okay.
And then I give him back the card. I have your information now. It's best that I not carry anything too identifying on me.
Understood. Smart. Yes, of course. Thank you. I'll be right back. He comes back with the jacket. The helmet's already on the bike, and you're off.
Right.
You're off to the races. Where are you headed?
Okay. First, I message Crimson Knight.
Who?
What the hell is his name?
Okay.
You mean
Was
Mystic
it-
Knight?
Mystic Knight. Yeah.
Yes, Crimson Knight is naked on Madison Avenue right now, being filmed on YouTube.
With his hair flowing like that Fabio character from the Chevy commercial, knocking out dragons.
Yes. Mystic
That's with a
Knight.
bunch of folds.
Wow. I message Mystic Knight.
Okay.
Are you ready
All
to
right.
do business?
Oh, I see you got my message. What do you want to meet? Obviously texting back.
Moonstruck Diner.
Excuse me?
Moonstruck Diner.
Ah, perfect.
Okay. So
Van 20?
I'm going to stop you right there. You specifically remember what happened at the Moonstruck Diner, yes?
Yeah, we were both-
pestilence.
Yeah, we were both there.
Okay.
Oh,
But remember,
No.
Diablo was the one that did all that. I just went right out the back door.
oh wait, Moonstruck Diner is a problem. Oh,
Moonstruck Diner is closed temporarily
okay.
to remove pestilence vermin.
There's another one on 34th and 9th. Go there.
Okay, so began 20. So I asked the car if it can change direction to this location, please.
Okay.
And I will head out to that direction.
So once you do that, the car then starts making turns to take you in that direction. Okay.
Thank you.
So we're going to come to. I am going to unfortunately have to leave you for last in this iteration, Mr. Architect, but that's coming up. So hold on a sec. Da, 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 da. All right, so we're back in the lounge. Oh crap! All right, can you guys see me?
Yep.
You hear me? All right, it just crashed unexpectedly. Yay!
I just hear Daft Punk.
Same here.
So you guys we're back at the Hotel Obsidian in their
Still
lounge.
can't see you.
Oh. Give me a sec here.
Your camera's out.
Yeah, I see it.
Daft Punk presses one key on a Casio, gets a Grammy.
Pretty much, yeah.
Much like Beyonce.
Yeah, I like Daft Punk better.
Hold on.
like Depeche Mode.
Well, I worked that out. There we go. Okay. So, Hotel Obsidian. What was the name? Was there? I gave it a name, didn't I? The lounge?
What?
The name of the lounge?
The lounge?
Was it Fugazi?
Let's just call it the Fugazi. That's actually right on brand.
Okay.
The Fugazi. So at the Fugazi, we have Toreador. We have Audible. Is Audible with us? If he is, he's muted.
Sound got muted. Funny.
Yeah, seriously. This is what happens when I can't. Nobody's on camera, so I can't really see you guys. By the way, you guys can be on camera. If you don't want me to put you on the stream, I don't have a problem doing that. I need to. It would help me to understand who's here. That's all.
Yeah, when I get my new webcam, I'll be doing that.
Okay, I appreciate that.
You'll be considered a model, Mike.
I'm in North Carolina. I don't have no webcam.
All right.
Model for what? What not to look like? What?
Here we go. That's just
Model for knives.
That's
Only
just
knives.
that's just mean.
I'm actually talking about myself, so.
Only knives.
Only knives. Okay. And Access is with you guys as well. But he's not technically with you just yet. You had noticed Toreador, the increased security, and the your Audible's favorite girl. I can't remember her name. What was her name?
Easy.
Trixie.
Was it Trixie?
I just made it up. Yeah.
No, that's a more classy name. I just don't remember what it is.
Yeah, I can't remember. We'll just call it
Birdie.
Just call it Crystal for right now.
Crystal? Okay, so Crystal
Yeah,
comes
can you
over.
get
She's
more
just like,
inspiration for me?
yeah, she comes over and with a tray with some what's the champagne of the snobby of the celebrity? Is it Dom? Cristal, yes.
Don Perignon.
She comes over with the Cristal and she says, it's like, I don't know what you guys did, but this is on the house. And she pours, leaves the bottle in the ice bucket, and she says, there's a buzz going around about you two, so whatever you did, keep it up. Oh, and that white boy was looking for you. He's been here at least 6 times in the last 2 days. The one with the white suit, that crazy one with the freckles. He looks like he's 15.
Oh, Blitz.
That's it. He said it, and I'm thinking maybe is he blitzed? What? I don't know. He kept trying to kick it to me, and I don't date minors, so it's just I'm not a middle school teacher, so I don't do that.
Wow.
So you might want to let him know, please, if you could do me that favor. So it's like, well, enjoy. She hands you over a menu. She's like, also, and anything you want on the house. It's like, courtesy of Sal. He said, take care of you. That's what I'm going to do.
I look over to her and I ask her, you happen to have a pack of gum on you?
C-note.
She said, no. She's not, but everything is taken care of, even my part, which I'm really excited about because I'm going to run up so high a bill for you guys. And then she's like, yeah, here you go. It's open, so I hope you don't mind.
How many pieces are in there?
2. 2 in a pack of 5.
She has 2 left out of a pack of 5?
Yeah. It's like I can get you another one. It just take me a few minutes.
So looking around, how many guys are in the room?
The quick scan, you counted at least 6. They're in pairs, and they're strategically placed.
Dude, I'm gonna pick up the glass. I'm gonna pick up the glass slow to my lips, and I'm gonna sniff the. I'm gonna sniff the wine.
That's champagne, and you don't necessarily. You smell champagne. Unless
Not
you have
off
unless
in
you
the
have an
middle?
ability that you want to employ, you sniff champagne.
I'm gonna use my my hearing, my heightened hearing to see if I hear any murmuring and if they're having a conversation. And as I pour myself a glass,
Okay.
and obviously I'm doing it casual. I'm not like just like casual, just like trying to listen in, like I did that conversation earlier. Or
Okay. For that, it's going to be a difficult. It'll be a challenging role because of the music, ambiance. It's this, so it's purposely done so people can have intimate conversations, but the difficulty would be a 5.
Times 3 is 15.
Correct.
so I have to get a 15 or better.
Yeah, unless you want to put any effort into
If you're
it,
gonna lower it,
or if you have any abilities to lower it.
Increase range power shift. Increase the range of ability or attack. Increases the short range ability increases long range. I don't know if that would count.
So I don't know that the range is a factor, but you can use it. So that would make it a 4. You would need a 12 or better.
Well,
okay, hold on. Okay.
I don't know if this will work because no, I don't think this will work. No, okay, so I need a 12. You said?
I mean, let me know what it is. Maybe it might.
The blackout creates the zone of absolute silence, disabling sound. It's a detection thing. No,
Okay. You talking about the Cypher?
Yeah, I don't think that'll count. Or if it's stealth. Like if I'm sneaking around or something, that's what that's used for.
Okay.
It's a mode tuning fork-like device, but instead of vibrating with stuck.
Now remember, you have more ciphers now than your limit.
Right. I have really.
So I'm throwing it out at you that there is a distinct possibility that something bad could happen.
Okay.
And blackout, it creates a zone of absolute silence. So that's
All right. That's why I said I don't think it'll be something that's one useful for what I'm trying to do. That's something else. So I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Reading it to see if it has any aspect to it that would work. Everything else, no. All right. So I'm just going to use the increased range power shift. Power shift. Use specific power, including damage. Attack rolls are eased by 1 step. I don't know if that'll work.
Nope, it's not an attack.
No. Nope.
Wait a minute. You're doing the power shift? Power?
It's a power shift. So that that would lower
So
it
that doesn't
by a step.
that doesn't it's an easy attack. That what it does is ease anything that's related to the power that you attach it to, and it increases the damage if it's an attack roll. So let's say you successfully hit and you have, let's say, on Onslaught, the power shift, whatever damage Onslaught does, it does an additional 3 on top of whatever else adds to that damage. So if you tagged it to your sound power, it can actually ease the step down for you to be listening. So you just dropped your target number to 3, 9 and better. That's without using any effort right now.
Oh,
Yes. What he said.
okay. All right. I'll give it a shot.
All right. So that would make it a 9 or better.
9. All right. Let's roll this. Let's roll this one and get it out the way. No,
Okay.
15.
So you're
You made it.
filtering out all the noise, and a couple of the guys are just chatting. They're just talking about some of the chicks on the dance floor. They're talking about some gambling debts. The second pair, that third pair has been quiet. So essentially, as you're sweeping the room, you're getting paired to your east, paired to the north, paired to the west. The northernmost pair, which is the furthest away on the opposite side of the room, they're not saying a word, but their field of vision is where you are, and you can see that they're sweeping to the door, because where you guys are situated, the entrance, because it's not doors. It's just you walk into the establishment. It's a lounge. It's not necessarily a club. So there's music, but it's not overpowering anything outside of the lounge area. Just to a certain.
They don't have a cabaret license.
Funny. The
Playing
ones
on somebody's cell phone.
and the ones to the west, those are the ones that everyone else is having casual conversations except for those two. Those are the ones that seem to have their attention in your direction.
Yo, T. I kind of like.
Go ahead.
We're being watched.
Oh, I very much expected that.
Yeah, as he's sniffing the glass, and Crystal's like, "Is everything all right?"
Lou.
Yeah, we're good.
Lou.
Yeah.
I got this ability called confounding. So I can pull a talent. I can literally pull a talent out of my ass.
Okay.
So
What now?
out of your ass. I'm using it. I'm using confound to detect poison.
Okay. So you would need to make an intellect roll, and I'm not going to tell you the difficulty because you don't actually have the skill. You're using your confound. So I will tell you if you make the roll or not. And you can apply your edge. You can apply your pool from your intellect to lower that roll.
It says here that I can make this attempt as if I was trained.
Okay, so that would automatically drop it by 1. Is that that's an ability, correct?
Yeah, it's an
Or
ability
is it a
from
cipher?
my mysterious. Yeah, I copied it out of the book.
Okay, no, that's fine.
All right, so an intelligence roll, you said?
Yeah, it'll be an intellect roll.
I got 1 edge in my intellect.
So you would need to spend 2 in order to drop it down by 1. And you can actually drop you have 2 efforts, so you can. I'm looking at your sheet. You only have. Did you do a recovery roll? You already did the 10 minutes. It's been an hour. You can make an additional recovery roll.
On my sheet, I got all my stats.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What sheet you looking at?
I'm looking at the pool. I was looking at the stat, not the pool. My bad. So if you want to drop it down by an extra 2, you would spend 5 from that pool. No, 4. Excuse me, 4.
5 from my intellect?
4 from your intellect pool to drop it another 2 for a total of 3.
Don't you have the skill poison?
All right.
No.
He doesn't personally have the skill poison?
No.
I thought he did.
Hold on.
Okay.
No, not yet.
All right.
Anyway, I'll take the 3. I'll do that.
Okay.
So go down by 5, you said, right?
By 4, excuse
8, 9, 10, 11.
me. 4.
By
So
4?
yeah, you would have 9 left.
So that's a 9. All right, make my roll. You didn't tell me the difficulty anyway, so.
Mhm.
I made it 10.
So you do that sniff, you concentrate. You don't detect anything. No, not even a hint of anything outside of the champagne.
All right. And I take a sip.
Okay. It's cool. It's refreshing. It's champagne. It's a celebratory drink. You know, not everything I do is a trick.
Of course not.
No, but I don't trust Sal.
Lies. You sit on a throne of lies.
I don't trust Sal.
You sit on a throne of lies. Okay.
Either way. So,
And
all right, I
so
take a sip.
with that access, it was making his way over. You can see him coming over. He has his drink in his hand. How old is Access? Let's talk about Access. You can see his picture if you're on
He's in his
Twitch.
20s. No, I'm talking to my friend. He's in his
He's in his 20s.
middle 20s, about 25.
Okay, 25-year-old. Describe him for it. Tall, lean.
Tall, lean. He has a goatee, black hair. He got some black shades now. He has a black suit, all black on black, with a blue tie.
Okay. So this very Matrix-like Puerto Rican Neo walks over to you. I'm kidding. That's wrong. And you've worked with him before, and correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to overstep. So, what is the nature?
We know each other.
Okay. Okay, so take it away. He comes over
Yes.
to
Me
the
and him, we know
table
each other.
as Crystal's like.
So,
She looks at you at you audible. She's like, "Am I getting another glass?" Audible.
Yes.
Audible.
She looks at you. Crystal looks at you, and she said, "Am I getting another glass?" Like she
Yes.
mouths the words. Am I getting another glass?
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I said yes.
Okay. All right. So
Because I know you said we know accent.
well, I mean, that's up to you guys.
I think he said, if I'm correct, Dan, he said that like Access has been around, so we would know him. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm fine with that.
So she says, "Hey, sweetie, why don't you take a seat?" And she takes a napkin and puts it on the table. She said, "I'll be right back with your glass, okay? Or do you want another one of those?"
No, I'll just keep the.
She's talking to Access.
Hold on, Lucy. I'll be like, yes, you could give me a glass. I'll be like, what's up, guys? How's everything going, man? Long time no see.
Packing them, bagging them, bagging
All
them.
right, man.
What's going on, man?
Where you been? You can hear me, right?
What brought you around here?
I think
Hold on, because I'm on my way home. I'm going to be like, no, man, I just came to see Sal because I had some business with him, but they got some business with my friend right now. So I'm just chilling here. So I'll be like, what's going on with my mom? I actually saw Chulito. I start laughing. Yeah, and he wasn't happy.
When is Cholito ever happy? We saw him recently too, and he wasn't happy then either. My my relationship with my boy is a little strange right now. Some shit been popping off.
So I'm gonna be like, what's up with my mom? She stopped calling me, man. I haven't done business with her in a while.
Her name is Migdalia, right?
Migdalia.
Yes.
Migdalia,
yeah, but I call her mama.
Yeah, I think I called her mama or something myself. I said, yeah, something not good happened with her.
I'm gonna be like, what do you mean? Can you explain if you don't mind?
She's dead, bro. And something.
Oh my lord!
Something took her over.
Lou, as they're talking, I'm gonna pull out my phone and I'm gonna call that number that Sal gave me.
But then something took her over. This shit that's been going on. She attacked me.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, I'm gonna tell her, what are you talking about? All that crazy shit that's been happening in the news with all these people going crazy and attacking each other? One of those people?
Them Helios fuckers? Whatever they were dealing with, yo, that shit is leaking out over here. I don't know what the fuck it has to do with us. You know, we're law-abiding criminals.
Oh, Lou, while I'm talking to him, you remember? I don't know. You remember that you said there was like a crowd forming in the area. I'm gonna look over there. Do I still see them there?
What do you mean?
At the end of the last module, you said that there was like kind of like a little crowd forming. I don't know if you remember, of Sal's men.
Everything I just explained, it wasn't necessarily a crowd. There's more security than is normal.
Okay. So I'm just gonna keep an eye out on them and look around. So I'm gonna be like, what you guys doing up in here?
So we
Doing some drink.
but right now we're celebrating my man's comeuppance. He had a job that he had to do, and we're celebrating that situation.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna be like, buy you guys a drink if you guys want.
Say it one more time.
No, you don't need to buy us drinks. Drinks are on the house for us right now.
This is for us, but you can partake in the festivities, bro.
Okay. So Lou, so I'm waiting for this guy to come up if he ever does come up. He was getting beat up in the garage. So I'm gonna sit here and wait for him. If he doesn't come up in a little while, I'm out.
Okay. So
what you got going on, Act?
None. I had a job, and of course, this guy fell from a 40-story building on top of my computer, smashed it, and then jumped down a 40-story building and basically threatened me. I'm lucky that I'm alive, but he looked real fucked up. And that's the whole story, and that's why I'm here.
You talking about cheat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And he actually remembered me.
Oh. Well, he might look dumb, but he's not dumb.
No, but I've never seen him that beat up. He looked pretty beat up.
Yeah, well, some things were happening. You didn't see the news? I think he was being attacked by something.
No, this looked like either he was being shot at because his eye was in a real fucked up shape and he had rebars coming out of his body. And he was extremely fucking pissed.
Well, I would be pissed if I had something coming out of my eye and some rebars coming out of my body too.
Yeah, he got pretty fucked up.
You could patch that with like a Band-Aid and pop a couple of Xanax.
With that,
Crystal
comes over and she's like, "Here you go." And I bought some. She has some little like snacks and whatever. like a
I was about to ask you some
like an entree, not an entree, like a sampler. He's like,
Gotcha.
he's like, this just came out of the kitchen, so it's a little hot. So just be careful. She throws down some napkins, and as she's looking past you guys, she's like, oh, yeah. Why is he here?
Lou.
Look,
And
I
you,
look,
which immediately prompts the rubbernecks in all of you to just be like,
Lou.
yeah, go ahead. You were
I
making
look
a
at
call.
the glass behind them.
I'm sorry.
I'm making a call,
Uh-huh.
and when she says that, I look at the surface behind her, which is normally shiny or
Okay.
reflective in some angle.
And with that, you see what they're seeing, but they're seeing it in real time. The light that was coming in from the hall, it casts like a weird silhouette. So it has one of those dramatic effects of somebody walking in right up until just as they cross the threshold and the light from the lounge lights them up. There's a brief moment of just shadow. This shadow is enormous, and she's just like, oh, what? And you see the shadow take up most of the space of the light in the reflection. You two are like, what the fuck? And it's Chilito, and he has a bandage over. He has, if you can imagine Marv from Sin City. So he has the bandage, the bandage over one eye, and he's in a black suit with red pinstripes, black shirt, red tie, a little diamond in for the tie back, and the tie clip, and in front of him is Sal, and Sal's just glad handing people with him standing over his shoulder.
Yeah.
She's like, I have to get to work. You can see her go to her little. She pulls out her little radio. She's like, everybody, boss is here. Everyone to your stations now. And she's like, I'll be right back. Do you guys need anything else?
No, we're good.
Okay. I'll talk to you. I was like, enjoy the champagne. I'll keep an eye out. I'll have your next bottle ready. Okay.
Okay.
And then she walks
Thank
away,
you.
and she pulls out her radio again. It's like, Sally, where the fuck are you? I hope you're not sucking dick in the back again. And she's walking away.
Goes to the back. Sally's on her knees with her hair tied up. God damn it! Boss here. Crap.
All right. So with that, we're gonna take it. Nice ambiance. Your shop is open until when?
Nine o'clock.
Okay. I don't remember if I updated the time, but you're about to close. Let's just say it's 8:45 when everybody reconvened, got freshened up. You guys are on your way to your meeting, and you have a couple of looky-loos, just people that are looking at like an electric guitar that you have on the wall. One of the guys is like, "Hey man, can I see that real quick?" I hope that's not what I think it is.
Lou, first thing is, there's always a very, very soft whispering that I constantly am doing. So,
What do you mean?
in the sense that I'm always conversating with myself.
Okay.
Sometimes it gets caught, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay.
So
So
at the
the
same
guy's like,
time,
"Hey man, are you on
yes,
the phone or something?"
I have heard you. One second. Now, Lou, my door is, I have to buzz it open. Nobody can ever just, I buzz him to come in.
Just
buzz
assume that that has already transpired. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
Why are you running?
You want to buy? You have to read. You want to read? You have to buy.
So,
Why are you running?
Okay.
So racist. Racist fucks.
We got to, so at the same time walking up, we had to trust him. You got to make the money. No trusting. So I go to the guitar and I pull it out, and then I show him the guitar. Good guitar. I describe him the guitar. I'm one that I always do a little history on every item that I got and stuff like that, and what's like the retail value. This brand new is this much. So what type of guitar is it? Is it like a Fender, Stratocaster, Gibson?
You tell me.
Okay, it's a Gibson. You know, basically it's not even a real Gibson. It's a one that's made by China. Looks like a Gibson, and it's probably brand new, $500. 350 I give. It's
So
not real Gibson, but just as good.
Oh man, I thought it was. That would have been an awesome find here.
I want to be true with you. I want to be true with you.
So I appreciate that, Mahmoud. So it's just
Mahmoud, hey, my friend. My name is Aswad.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
You.
I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean any offense by that, man.
No. In that little moment right there, under my breath, which the guys hear, no, we can't kill him. Anyway, go ahead.
he's like, wait, what did you say?
Oh, no. And then in Egyptian, I'm sorry. No,
Arabic.
Sorry. Hey, I have a slight tick. How would you say?
Tourette's.
Tourette's. Yes. I apologize, my friend.
Say,
I apologize.
He's just like, right, all right. I think we're good. Yeah, he hands it back to you.
Thank you very much. Anytime you come, anytime. I got best deals in town.
Yeah. That accent's pretty racist coming from a guy from Florida, but no, I'm kidding. He doesn't say that. He's like,
tell the GM to go fuck up.
All right.
GM, we can kill GM.
So,
all right.
Lou, is he leaving?
Yeah. So he's like, you want to bust me out, man?
Sure. I'm watching him. I'm watching him intently.
He's talking with his. They are not plants. I'm just trying to set the stage. Jesus Christ.
It is fine, but this is the way my character is. I have the other one behind me, and it's like, you got to be careful. You never know what they might do. Check. Make sure they're not taking nothing. No, do not worry. I am watching them. I got cameras. I got doorbell. Don't worry.
Are you talking to the ghost?
So I pressed the doorbell to let them out.
All right, so and as they're walking out, he's like, that fucking guy's nuts, dude. It's just schizophrenia. You know those people, they drink all their Nile
dude,
water.
That's cool, yo.
He's like, as they're drinking all that Nile water out there, and the door shuts.
So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna drink my hibiscus tea, take a sip of my hibiscus tea, and then at the same time, they do not know they were on the verge of death. It was right at the fingertips. No. We got to take this one at a time. They might come back and be good customers, spend money. No. Remember, need money to survive, so then we can succeed. Calm down.
Okay. So just you're getting ready to shut down, and then you hear a bang on that glass. And it snaps you up. You're just like, what the fuck?
Look at the camera.
So you look at the camera. There's someone. He's holding his stomach and he's banging on the glass.
I'm gonna press the audio.
You can see where he's hitting. There's blood, and he's whatever he's holding. He has his hand on one lapel of his coat and the other one on that's covering it. But you can see blood from his hand.
Okay, so
It's your old character, Diablo.
Well, you're right.
Oh my lord. There's blood all over him. What do we do? Don't worry. So,
you said you had an intercom? Is
Say
that
to
right?
make a suit.
yes, I got. It's like standard, one of the like a Ring camera, and I could talk.
Okay, so
Yes, we are close.
Aswad, please let me in.
Who's that?
He looks up and it's one of your old friends, Farouk. You've known him for about 15 years, and he runs a gallery downtown.
I'm gonna buzz him in.
With Bradshaw.
So he comes in. He's like, they took it.
Now,
They took it, Aswad.
What happened? What happened? Tell me.
It's just you. I'm gonna take some liberties. You go to him. He like takes a couple of steps and just stumbles into your arms, and you can see this. The blood that's coming out is deep red, like almost black. And he's like,
is it normal?
Another character dead.
No. He's like, they took it. You have to go to my safe and get. Go to my. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a key, and it's a key, but it has multiple. It's four-sided. So there are doors, there are locks that have the cross keys. So he's like.
So in that moment,
I will open the door and
so I'll take the key from him, and then right there, Kaloum, you ever seen the blood that dark?
Now you start.
Kaloum
to
is
smell.
my other personality. So no, I've never seen anything that dark, and I've seen a lot of blood in my life.
You're starting to smell sulfur.
Oh. So part of my face, it's like if you had a stroke. So part of my face smiles while the other part has a little bit of fear in it. So if somebody would like looked at that, it would be like, what the? Because it's like it's like my face is by two.
You Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford in what movie?
That half smile.
No.
Or the theater mask, the drama masks, the happy and the sad face, just split in half.
So basically, I'm gonna go get a used beat up carpet. But before I do, I'm gonna go and grab a syringe, and I'm gonna just put some of that blood in a syringe.
Okay.
Because I've never seen it like that. So
that smell becomes it's the smell of it's the residual smell of like a match, that kind of sulfur. So when you come back with the syringe, his entire the skin is covered in this. Like it's almost leaking through his skin, and then in that one instant, just as you're walking towards him, he just bursts into a flash powder. You know, what do they call those flash strips that the magicians use? You know what I'm talking about?
Flash powder.
Right.
Yeah. So
the flash fire.
So it's like these little sparks.
Holy shit!
Little sparks like, and all that's left is a fine black powder.
Okay. Kaloum, it's time for you to work. Now, Lou, so Kaloum is the dark magic guy. So what his thing is to talk to spirits. We need more information than this. I need you to try to talk to his spirit. Okay, I'm going to try. It takes I think it's 1 intellectual point.
To activate it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you concentrate, and then one of your voices is like, "Are we shutting the shop down? The windows are wide open. Hello." Then you're like, oh shit, yes.
I'll close everything.
Close the shade.
Like this dude just smoked up, and I'm just like, oh, interesting.
He's like, yay!
So I'll close everything up, and then I'll perform the act.
Okay.
Try to get information.
You perform the ritual, and the one thing that you notice is the ash starts to move, to swirl, and just like in the center, it forms like its own little mini ash vortex. It's not spreading all over in the air, just in that one spot, maybe about a 3-foot diameter. So it takes up most of that space between your counters. And in the center of it, you can see a pendant. It's a gold. It's very thin gold chain, and then the pendant in the center. And in the ash, you can see the an outline of a figure. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, it's to talk to the goat.
I understand that. I'm getting there.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure that
I'm getting there, sir. Sir.
Thank you anyway.
Okay.
Right.
So in that ash, that etheric figure appears, but it's not him. It's a keeper, and the keeper just it formed in that ash of the keeper. You understand what the keepers are, and now you understand what he was. And then the ash just disappears. Not disappears, but that whole effect. You don't get to speak to him, but what's left is that pendant.
So the pendant is physically there, right?
It's
now,
physically
right?
there, yes.
All right. So I'm gonna grab the pendant.
Okay.
Now, is it a jewel or is it like a locket?
It's gold. It's not a locket, and it's intricate. I have one. I'm going to send it to you. I'll post it so you can see it. But
all right,
it's inlaid in like 3 different types of metal. One is brass, one is iron, and one is silver.
So okay, so right there, I'm going to start cleaning. Then at the same time is shit. I couldn't even bring him back to use him as a puppet. Now he's gone. Ashes. Can't do nothing with this. Okay. All right. Let's clean and get this out of the way because we have a business to run. Oh, okay. So right now, I'm going to clean up, get it spick and span, spray the Egyptian Febreze in the air.
Sandalwood.
Eau de camel. That was wrong. I shouldn't have said that.
I didn't say it. So
Sandalwood.
And
Water.
he told me to go to his place. So that's the next thing. I'm gonna get myself organized up. And so basically yeah, I'm gonna head over there.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna come back to
Frosty.
Mystic Knight, Ethera. Show up at the bar, at the diner. Let me do this. People are eating. Server comes. Who gets there first?
Doesn't matter.
I would. I'm on the faster vehicle.
Okay. And the place looks pretty busy, but the waiter, he was one look at you and he found a table. Any preference to where you sit?
Preferably with my back to a wall.
Okay. All right. Give me 1 sec. Comes. He hands you a menu. He say, "Is it just you today?"
No, I'll be expecting somebody else. But for now, I'll have a coffee.
All right. I'll bring that right over. And 10 minutes later, Mystic Knight appears. Well, you get what I'm saying. I don't know why I'm over-explaining. Mystic Knight, you get to the table. You see Ethera with her cup of coffee.
No, I don't.
No, actually, you see her face, but it takes you a minute to recognize her.
Okay. So I don't make any facial expression or anything like that when I recognize her. And I just approach, like if I was meeting her anyway, sit down and say hello. Hi. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance again. Thank you.
Hello, Mystic Knight. I reach into my purse. I slip the Solomon Grundy under a napkin and move it to the center of the table.
I knew you'd pull
immediately piques your interest.
Right? I'm like, I knew you'd pull through. Thank you. So what I do, right? I slide over a napkin. Under it will be another $50K for her in the form of a check. Cashiers at that, so that way she'd have no trouble cashing it wherever she chooses to put it. And I take the napkin and I safely guard the sample that he got in one of the inside pockets of my lapel of the breast coat that I wear. Because I'm in there looking like the professor, not in my costume, obviously. And that is just for whatever trouble you may have gotten into or caused. And it's an appreciation of your services. This will go a long way to the investigation.
Well, I have a possible item of interest for you. You know about Helios, don't you?
Excuse me? Curios?
Helios.
Helios.
Do-gooders.
The ones that are on that tower over there. The ones that whole commotion with the news and the black goo and all that going on.
Yes, them.
And what does that have to do with any of this?
Well, they seem to have mysteriously gone underground after everything has happened. And I am curious to know how much they're involved. And I found out that what was that stuff called again? Give me a second, I'm just double checking. I just was snooping around and I found out that Pharaoh's Hope operates as a front for Helios. They seem to have safe houses all around, but they are technologically guarded. That is an area that you are quite good at, if you're interested.
Interesting. So what do you want to take of this? You want a location? Do you want to have specific points of interest for your curiosity? I mean, depending on what you need, I can work my magic. I mean, although I did pay for it, you did me a huge favor getting me that sample.
Yes.
Oh, one thing. One thing you'll notice, Sarah, I'm very proper. My hands are to myself. And as you can tell, I don't speak down to you. I don't speak at you. You know, I'm engaged. But you can also see that I respect people's like distance, their area of comfort. You can tell that immediately. If you have any like I said, understanding of like the rich, the elite, you can tell that I come from that. Like that's the air I give.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, yes. A bit more about Helios and their ties to Pharaoh's Hope and where they might have gone to ground. It's
Well, they went
definitely of
underground. It's
interest.
obvious. They got mud on their face, literally. Um, that whole scene and that whole event is just all sorts of screwed up.
Right.
And to have your name attached to that, oh yeah, how do you recover from that?
Well,
Especially if you're that Starlight one or whatever she calls herself. Forget it. Her image is destroyed.
Dang.
they've left their base of operations in Midtown, and suddenly they're nowhere to be seen. I guess, that a group like that, especially the Shadow One, he seems to be tied to some interesting things.
What, you think he might be tied into this whole murky black thing that we're investigating? Because apparently you have some interest in that as well. I don't bother asking or prying, but
Well, apparently from my investigations, the Shadow One is tied to government somehow. Redacted
what,
records,
ex-military?
definitely military. Redacted records, access requiring higher clearances.
You know what? Just for you, to show you my gratitude, let me make a couple of calls. Actually, let me make one specific call. And together with his help, I'm pretty sure we can dig up the information you're looking for. And then you do with it as you see fit. How about that?
That sounds amenable.
Okay. Well, is there's nothing else that you wish of me, or let's get on with our businesses, and I will be in touch. Okay.
All right. I give you a nod. You have a good night, Mr. Knight.
Good night. So with that, I pull up on my phone and I give Access a call.
Okay. All right. So Access, while you're, well, I don't know if he's still there, but
No, I'm here.
okay.
I was just eating.
You're home now. You're good.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm home now.
So while you're all just like, what the fuck is going on here? Your phone, you get a vibrate call.
I'll pick it up. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, Access, buddy, it's been a long time since we've talked. I need your services. I think us operating together makes a good fit, and it's for a worthy cause, especially your pocket. What do you say?
Ah, that sounds pretty good. Do you want to meet somewhere so we could discuss business, or
Sure.
I'll let him know where I'm at now. I'm in the it's called the Continental. Am I correct, Louis? The place where we
No,
are.
that's it.
The Obsidian.
The Obsidian. I told him I'm in the
No,
Obsidian.
no, not the Obsidian.
Wait, hold on, Adolfo. I'm at the Obsidian and I'm looking at this very big
But
Anyway, yeah. So you know what I do, Lou? While I'm talking to him, I'm like slowly but surely moving out of the way and exiting out of the building. I told these guys, see you guys later. I got some business to tend. Peace. And I'll just start walking out of the building.
so,
So I asked, so where do you want to meet?
you know the usual. Drop me the location in our secured line, and I'll meet you there, wherever you
Okay.
choose. Okay.
Yeah, Lewis, I'm gonna go to Diner 24 on 25th Street. I'll text him. I'll text him that address.
Okay.
Okay. So I go out and back into the car. You know, pay for whatever we had, what we were conversating and all. Leave a tip, and I go into the car and give the directions to the car.
Okay.
Please take me there.
Hold on for a second. In the moment, as soon as you hang up the phone, Aethera's back is to the wall. But when you get up to pay, just in your periphery, you see something that once you turn your head, just like it's gone, and it for a split second, you swore it was Diablo.
Okay.
No, it's just like
What the hell happened to Diablo?
Wait. Who are you talking to? Me
I'm
or
No, he's talking to me.
Talking.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Just
So now I'm being
just,
haunted by.
just planting a seed.
Now I'm haunted by an inferno. Yes.
Oh my lord, this is some crazy shit.
By the way, I just posted the picture for the architect that I was approved to share, so that you guys can see.
Lewis, you're right.
Okay.
I got my character here, but I guess for whatever reason it didn't link up with
All right, you're gonna have to ask somebody who can help you with that.
Yeah. We'll do that.
I refuse to help you. I'm not helping you anymore. I'm done.
So Lou, being that I'm kind of used to off the wall stuff. Not saying that I'm immune to the effect, but I don't show any signs of being rattled. Even though I may have rattled me a little bit internally, but outside I keep my posh appearance.
Just that small hesitation that Aethera does notice.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not immune to it, but I like to anybody else, I still keep my posh exterior, like unshook. But you being who you are, yeah, you probably wouldn't notice the slight pause. So hesitation comes when I'm about to drop the tip on the table. And I shake my head for a second. And I put my hand out in front of me, you know, having the young lady, you know, go out, you know, as I am a gentleman. You know,
I don't know that Aethera was leaving. She didn't say.
I'm still sitting. Yeah, I'm still sitting there. I didn't see
you're
anything.
still sitting there?
Yeah.
Okay, so then basically what I do is I walk, before I walk out, I leave everything paid for, and I leave the tip. All right, trusting that she leaves the tip, but if she takes it, oh well, we're criminals anyway, right? Pirate, you know. And I walk out, I get to the car, and I let the car know where to take me.
I do make note of his hesitation. I actually I hold up the spoon and look at its reflection behind me and off to my left side, my right side.
So at first you don't see anything, but because of the bend of the spoon, it's a little distorted. You know what I mean? Like, so gauging distances, but you do see something strange in the second to last booth on the farthest end of that diner. It's someone, and you can't, like, it's well lit in this place. It's not dark. You can't see him. Meaning it's just all in shadow.
That for me or for him? You don't.
Yo, you just couldn't leave it alone. That's
right. Ignorance is bliss in this case.
You know, I then use the spoon to stir my coffee a little bit. Add a little sugar.
Okay.
Finish my coffee.
And as he's leaving, that moment of hesitation, he he recovers really quickly and pays, thanks you, blah, 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 and then walks out. But as he's walking out, he doesn't even notice what you saw. So in other words, that hesitation had nothing to do with what you're looking at. Because otherwise, your training, your experience in the underworld, all that stuff would have, there would have been something to give it away.
Right.
So for you, I'm again taking some liberties because of your guys' nature. So for you, you're just like, no, that may not be for him.
Right. I know I have to make tracks really soon. When I get up, I take a quick glance in that direction again.
Nobody in that booth.
Okay. I will head out.
You see, like whoever was there had just they cleared out, but they haven't cleared the plates of the mostly or half-eaten plates, drinks. But there are no people there. There are people in the booth behind that are adjacent to the wall and in front. There's the stool, the bar area, the bar dining area where people are eating, conversating, but in that booth there's nobody.
All right. Well, I'll also make my way out.
Okay. Where are you heading?
Considering what I've seen so far, I actually want to take a look. I ask Rita to give me the locations of Pharaoh's Hope offices in the 5 boroughs. I have a curiosity, itch I want to scratch.
Within 12 seconds, you can see a digital map, a digital wireframe map with all the locations pinged. Which would you like to go to first? And if the pings comes with distance, and like maps, the directional guide to each one from your location, how long it would take.
Queens.
Okay, so it isolates that one, takes you to the direct route.
All right, I'll make my way out there.
Okay, you're making your way out there, and so let's come back to
the showdown. Dun, dun, dun. As Crosshair comes through the other entrance.
So Crosshair.
You know what? I didn't narrate when you was doing your shit. Shut up.
I'm sorry. I put the wrong music. My bad. Let me try this again here because
now you should put down the good, bad, and the ugly too.
So Crosshair, the phone picks up. Hello, who is this? Hello.
I say to him, hello, Pop.
Refresh my memory of your character's name because I immediately went to Alexandra and I know that's the other character.
Francesca.
Is it Francesca? Where are you calling me from this number? Where are you?
I lost my phone. They robbed me.
All right.
I'm at a friend's. I know it's Sunday. I'm supposed to be coming for dinner.
It's like we're waiting.
I'll get ready and be on my way there.
He said, your mom. He said, your Barbara. She's beside her. He said, is that Francesca? Why is she late?
I'll be there. I'll definitely be there.
It's like, hurry up, please. I can't listen to her cackling anymore. And he hangs up.
I take a shower. I'll clean up.
Okay.
I'll look in the mirror at myself.
You don't notice anything different. There are differences. You just don't notice them. So your eyes, think of the vision. The way his eyes are, that's how your eyes look now. But when you
Which one, the vision or Geordie LaForge when he got
No. I'm talking about the vision from Marvel. So the Paul Bettany vision. So when you look closer, at first you're just like, wait, no, what? You blink a couple of times, and then they just. Oh, well, that was weird. Now it's just your eyes.
Sorry, Papa. Sorry, I was crying in the shower for 2 weeks.
So I'll get dressed, and you still have your liquor cabinet, Glasgow?
He's like, yeah, I don't know what's left, but it's he's typing on his computer, and he's just like, yeah, it's over there. You know, he's just like, it's over there,
What's he typing? I'll take a peek over his shoulder real quick.
So as you get closer to him, for some reason, your body is turning towards that liquor cabinet because it's the last thing on your mind, and you're just like, no big deal, and then you make your way towards the liquor cabinet. You did notice that he had looked. He gave you one of those side eyes over his shoulder, but that's not unusual for him. He does that all the time.
Right.
But
right.
this
okay,
time,
so I'll go to liquor cabinet.
Could have been a little bit different, and you make your way over to the liquor cabinet. You can see it.
I'm looking for a really good bottle of wine.
You can see your HUD comes up, and it points you into that. Points you to that one, and you grab it.
I dust it off because I know he probably has what you call it.
Mm-hmm.
What year is it?
It's 1982.
I'll make my way over
Canada, Canada.
I'll make my way over to the TTRPG City.
Okay. All right.
I'll drive straight over there.
Now we can do this. Hold on a second. I gotta fix something.
This ought to be good. We didn't start the fire.
Why do I see the whole at the dinner table with fucking Sal, you, and the family?
All right.
There is no family. It's just.
Yo, Lou, do me a favor. Look to see if you see my character now.
First of all, don't interrupt. Okay?
Can I ask a quick side question? What happened to Diablo? Like, what happened? That was the dude. Like.
Okay. That may be for the added video bonus. The Sal, after he's finished talking with some folks, some of the other players in the bar, chopping it up, notices you guys, and a big smile comes across his face, and he walks over to you with his new. You know who Chilito, if you had a visual of a real life person, if you guys have seen the second season of Reacher, the other dude, whatever his name was, that's how
the other guy with the beard.
Yeah, that's how imposing he is. So he comes over, and he's just like, there they are. He's like, you guys good? He's like, hey honey, another one over here. Keep them coming. These are the guys. These are my guys. He's like, fellas, you don't look like you're enjoying it. Wait, did Access leave? Or was he still there?
No, well, remember when they came up? Remember they came up and then they called me. So right now while he's saying these guys, I'm talking to Mystic Knight, and then I'm gonna leave.
All right, so he's just, as he's talking with you guys, he finally notices you, and he's just like, You with them? He with you? His entire vibe gone as soon as he sees Access.
The entire vibe is gone.
Mm-hmm. Just in that space of time, it's happy, and then he notices him because he's on the phone, and he's like, he with you? You with them?
No, me? I'm leaving. I'll see you guys later. And that's
no. You stay.
Stay for what?
Because I fucking said. That's why.
Oh.
So, you guys, you know him? Associate of yours.
You can hear me, Lou?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, they can hear you now.
Yeah, you guys are muted.
I'm not muted. Instead, my shit's all fucked up.
All right, no worries. I can hear you now.
I said he's an acquaintance.
So he looks at you, Audible. It's like,
I blessed you.
Is Eric there?
I don't know. Is Audible there?
He's muted. That's for sure.
Earth to Audible.
That's what happens when you're 4'2".
Wow.
Well, I mean,
It's
you don't
fucked
need me
up.
faster.
Ouch.
Audible, come out and play.
Play.
All right, so he's saying, what, cat got your fucking tongue? Looking at Audible. Over his shoulder, because Audible's been looking at Chilito this whole time. I'm taking liberties. He's not here. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, go.
Audible's just staring at Chilito, and he's just like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's going to have to happen some other time. But your boy Jimmy said you could do something, you can do a little job for me. Bing, bam, boom. It'll be no problem. He said you were the best. And I still ain't got what I paid for.
And then I look and I point at, and I say, because he landed on the computer and then jumped off a 40-story building.
What do you say, cabron?
You heard what I said. You jumped out of, you crashed down on the computer.
He takes that
when I was
one
doing-
menacing step. And you can feel the warmth down your pants. No, I'm kidding. But he takes that one. What did you see? He said, "What are you accusing me of, cabron?" He takes that one
I'm
step.
accusing you of crashing the computer
And
after you land on it.
Sal puts his hand up, you're like to hold him back. He's like, no. Don't. I'm all ears to hear this excuse here. You were supposed to be this company guy. You know what you were doing. You could get in and out. Bing, bam, boom. I still don't got what I paid for, and now you're trying to shift blame here. Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm not trying to shift blame. No, I said, listen, that other idiot who never gave me anything and went and spent the money. That's number one. Number two, this Colossus went and crashed on top of the computer and then jumped off a 40-story building with his eye messed up and some rebars in him. So if it would have not been for him crashing into the computer and the other idiot spending the money, you would have gotten what you asked for.
So with that, he does exactly what I'm doing. He's like, all right. I'll tell you what. Why don't you hang out, have a drink? Hey, get my man another whatever that is, and we'll talk about what we can do to make this right. That sound fair to you?
No, it's not fair to me, but I have somewhere to go right now. So if you want,
I kind of don't think you do.
Listen, take it out on that other idiot, not on me. I don't got nothing to do with this. I wasn't even informed that he was spending the money. So
You say, well, here's the thing. I don't give a fuck. And I'm already talking with that other idiot. You're right. He's pretty fucking stupid. But
I told you.
He vouched for you. He got you the contract. You accepted. This isn't one of those, oh, it ain't my fault, I can walk away type things. I think you get my drift.
So what do you want so I can get out of here? Because I have stuff to do.
Here's what we're gonna do. My boy Chili here is gonna take you to my office, and you're gonna wait there. And when I'm done talking with my friends here, then we'll catch up.
And I say, what you call him, Chili?
Oh, you're a funny kid. I like
I'll
you.
be like Chili. Come on, take me to the office.
You notice that he takes that long breath, and with that you're just like, wait, did he just get taller?
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, he called you chili, not on me. So come on, let's go.
All right. So he gets led away. Still waiting on Audible. Audible, you there?
Nah, he probably fell asleep.
I hope not.
Fell out the
bedtime
chair.
showed up. He fell off the chair and landed on his binky.
Hold on. You want me to call him?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Like, oh God! Oh, the chair! Ooh.
Yo, he's snoring like a newborn.
How is it you're that short and you still fall out the chair? Come.
That's a big
The chair
fall.
was too high.
It's a big fall.
Holy shit. So you mean he needs a high chair? Wow. Wow.
He's like up.
He need a high chair to be at his
He's
desk.
just like up.
Uppies.
That's all types of wrong. That's a bullshit.
All right. All right, fellas. Listen. Far be it from me to tell the criminal element who they should and should not associate with, but that kid, depending on how this meeting goes afterwards, may not be an associate for long. You get my drift? But you guys, I might have some work for you after all. Turns out that that old lady and what she did had some after effects in the community. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting calls. From people I don't normally get calls for. I might need some extra hands. Pays handsome. You just gotta, show up. I would have my boy give you the particulars, but I don't think he's on speaking terms with your friend here. At least not until he finds out what happened to his mom.
All right. So, where am I going?
Like, no. Stay in the room. You're good. Let me take care of this business. I gotta go see. I gotta go take care of that and a couple other things. But you'll be around, right?
No.
I'll be around for a little bit.
He's like, no. Okay. So, what, if anything, are you doing? I mean, with Audible not audibling, with Audible inaudible. I'm not sure what else you guys were up to.
Well, like I said, I was making that call to that number to get the money.
Okay.
Get that transfer done.
Okay. That doesn't take much time.
And then, he came over to talk to me about that.
Mm-hmm.
See how much that's going to pay. See what we got to do for that. Audible not being here, I really can't discuss what I want to do with him. So, yeah, we just
hold on. I'm gonna try calling.
on that.
Okay. So while we're trying to track down Audible,
I'm here.
Oh, there he is.
He finally climbs back up the high chair.
So I'm gonna have to clue you in on the highlights. So with Sal's new bodyguard Chilito in tow, they had taken access to have a debrief meeting in Sal's office, and what do you call it? Sal had said that you guys are taking care of business. He might have some other work for you, and to just stay put. Once he's done with his other stuff, he'll come back and give you the particulars.
You did forget he was asking them directly if they knew Access personally. And the only one that answered was Steve.
And there was that. So I didn't roleplay your part, but he didn't particularly like that you were silent on the issue.
Oh.
All right. So he leaves, and as he's he finally is out of sight where you guys are. Take that, unclench your cheeks and have that conversation. Just as Toreador is about to speak. Hold on a second. I'll tell you right now what it is. Say, hey man, where the fuck have you been? There's Blitz sitting right at the table. He's like, does your phone not work anymore? And hey, he looks at you, Toreador front. He's like, oh yeah, what's up? Are you drunk? Are you high? What's going on here?
I am is motherfucking Lucky. Where you been at, me?
Lucky how? What are you talking about?
That's all you need to know. What do you need, B?
Oh, that's all I need to know. That's funny. It's like, yeah, boss has been looking for you. You didn't check in. You haven't called. And you've been gone for a couple of days. Kind of figured something might have happened, you know. Went in, checked in on the folks. Nobody's home. They're out of town. And you're nowhere to be found. So naturally became a little concerned.
Well, here I am. No, I have no problem talking to the boss. Look, last I checked in, you were very dismissive and busy. Barely even remember my name.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that I needed to give a shit. You kind of an employee. That this isn't like the March of Dimes or some shit. You know what we do. So can we get past that? I'm already past it. I'm past it. It's in the past. There it is. It's going further and further into the past. That's crazy how that works. Anyway, you're going to want to check in. There's something going down, and it has to do with that shit that happened earlier this week. So? And something about some associates of ours complaining that they saw someone that looks conspicuously like you taking something from a place that you shouldn't have taken it from. You might want to have an explanation for that.
Okay.
All right. Well, this has been pointless. I'll talk to you guys later. And he just disappears.
Straight speedster.
No, I think.
What did he say?
It's straight speech. I don't know. I think he's gay.
No, he's
find out.
just a hyperactive adolescent, according to, what was her name again? Starlight, whatever. The waitress.
Crystal. Why is everybody Starlight now?
Wow.
Okay.
A lot of bigger ones, man.
So it's on you guys.
It's on who?
No, it's on them. What's happening?
Not audible. Like, what do you mean about someone taking something that shouldn't belong to who?
Motherfucking book. The case where we took all the shit. That's probably.
Yeah. How did that belong to him?
I don't think it had something to belong to him. They're probably just saying that they saw me do. Somebody saw me do something. That's all that means. That's all that is. Well, what was my boss's name again? I haven't looked at my notes in a minute.
I don't have my notes in front of me, but I will tell you in a second. Well, or not. Where the fuck did it go?
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be today. It can be next session.
Yep.
But it was eventually. It was inevitable that I was gonna have to reach out to my boss anyway. But that fast ass. I don't want to say the word I want to say. I was trying to warn him earlier about all the shit that was popping off. He was dismissing me. I was trying to tell him to tell the bosses. So eventually I'm gonna have to go there personally and talk to him.
All right.
Pull out my phone. And I just as soon as I have my boss's information in there, and I sent a quick text saying, I'll be home tonight as a message. And then,
Get a return message. New phone. Who's this?
and then after that, I said, well, I'm gonna have to address this quick.
So listen.
So which is it, eventually or quick?
Both.
Come on, let's go.
Eventually quick.
I get up with him.
Obviously, welcome to come with me. Because I'm gonna need the backup.
All right. He's I had a name here, but I used it. So his name is Darius Redjack Kassar.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's it.
So
That's very
Redjack.
familiar.
That's it. Crap. Hold on, let me put in my notes here.
How well is this gonna go for you?
No clue. That's weird. Hold on. I can't edit my connections. Okay.
Just keep a note on it, and I'll change your access. Yeah.
Do me a favor, Lou. Can you send that name to my personal Discord for Audible?
Oh yeah.
Listen, thank you.
Eating some of the food that she brought out. I look at you like, how well is this gonna go for you?
No clue. RJ is not one to play with. It's one of the reasons why, I fucks with him hard, but I try very hard to keep my nose clean, do what I'm told. I don't make waves. I'm a grunt, bro. I'm not trying to be nobody big. I'm not trying to take over nothing. I'm just trying to make sure that I can have some money in my pocket, some bitches in my bed from time to time, and do my job. That's it. So hopefully with everything that's been happening, he'll be understanding.
And how likely is that?
What's today?
All right. I just posted a picture of Redjack.
What's the day of the week?
Sunday.
It's Sunday.
It's Sunday. So it's Sunday. He might have a little bit of grace. I mean, it's a Sabbath, but I've seen him do some unholy things to people on the Sabbath, and it wasn't too pretty. Depends on what mood he's in.
Where you going?
So, what time is it right now?
It's approximately 9:30.
Evening or the morning? Evening?
You said 9:30 in the
9:30 in the evening. I apologize if you didn't hear me.
I'd say. What I'll do. Okay, I want to do an edit. The text will say I'll be home in the morning.
Okay.
This is nighttime. I'll be home. I'm coming home in the morning.
You can see that it's red, but there's no response. Not even the 3 dots.
It wasn't even supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be a response. It was me telling him what I do.
Okay. He's traditionally not a micromanager, but expects immediate responses when he's out asking questions.
Right. I need time to I need time to think, rest, and all this craziness. Man, I hadn't had no pussy in like 3 days. What was Sally's up to there later?
Just then Crystal comes over and
Sally.
she's like, "Is everything all right? That looked intense." Talking to you, Audible.
Was she talking about Blitz or she was talking about when Blitz was over or when Shalita walked in?
You don't know. That's the thing.
I go, still alive, so far so good.
He says, "Yeah, is that?" He's just like, "Is that Berserk that guy? He works here now? Why am I asking you? I'm sorry. Do you guys need anything else?"
Nah, I think I'm gonna probably just shut it down. Can I get a bottle of water? Got any Perrier?
So yeah, I definitely have that. And you, sweetie?
Cognac.
Okay, so we're done with the champagne. It's terrible because I charged 2 more to your table.
And
I'll be right back.
I say to her, and his name is Chalito.
Okay.
He has a name and he should be respected no matter what.
It's like, well, I don't know why you're telling me that because there ain't no way I'm getting in that motherfucker's way.
Oh, you don't have to. I'm just saying that because despite everything, that's still my familiar here.
Right.
I respect that man. What differences we might have currently, that man is family.
Family.
Say it right. Family.
When she comes back with the Perrier, I'm just gonna grab it. Yo, T,
Seems a little concerned, but she hands it to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut it down. If you need me, I'm just gonna be in my room.
Look,
Is
has plans of coming back.
Is it football season? Is it football season right now, or is it not, or what?
No, it's actually spring training for baseball.
Baseball, okay. I watch a little football sometimes. So.
Okay. I mean, the bar area does have some screens because there's a lot of degenerate gamblers.
Right.
And you spot one. And you just like, oh, come on! What the fuck?
Holy shit.
No! Shit! He's looking at a OTB. He's like, fuck! Do it! Shit! Fucking shit!
OTB still a thing?
Yeah.
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 Like, oh, fuck! He's like, all right.
That guy looks like he's about to die.
It's Mo. He's just like,
oh
It's
shit!
Mo,
he's like,
yeah.
yeah. I saw it.
You didn't recognize his. You didn't recognize his voice,
He's
man.
like,
So
did
he's
you
still alive.
Did you do it? Did you?
I
No.
recognized it.
He said, you did. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Fuck. Why am I yelling? I don't know. Am I yelling? Fuck. All right.
No.
As long as we're good, fucking. I'll talk to you later. Oh.
No.
Holy shit.
No. You
And
look like
he looks over to you guys. He's like, hey, fellas.
Lady.
Hops off the stool. Comes over to you. He's like, oh, what are we drinking? He just immediately grabs, accesses flute, downs that, takes the champagne out. He's like, what are we celebrating? He's like, he's like, by the way, I saw the boss over here. Good job. Whatever you did. Especially you, kid. I know. Talking to you, Tori Doy. Especially you, kid. You're smart. You're really smart.
I give him a slow now. Hey, you're welcome to this. Go ahead. It's too bubbly for me.
Too bubbly. Oh, this shit ain't bubbly enough. Hey, Crystal, come here.
no Mo. No.
What? He's like, what are you talking about? It's a party, right?
Shut that shit down, Mo.
Oh, come on.
Shut it down. Prolong. Shut it down.
All right.
What-
He's like,
what-
wait,
what
he's
do
like,
you
am I
do?
still yelling? I'm sorry. I get really excited when I'm.
Have sensitive hearing.
It's like, what? He's like,
You're at 100. I need you at a 2.
Oh, hey, no problem. You got it, kid. Listen, I just want, I get really excited when the ponies start running. They get in you. And I got a guy at the track. He's like, for the love of God, I don't know why, but I bet on. He tells you about the fucking complex web of how he bets, and it makes your head spin. And he's like, and the fucking idiot didn't put the fucking bet down, so I didn't lose anything this time. You have no idea how stupid that kid is, but he's my cousin's sister's niece. So, nephew. Well, he's one of those in transition kids. I don't really judge, but he is kind of stupid. So, thankfully he didn't put the money down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And there we go, cancel again.
His brand of stupid saved your ass just now, so.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. That was like 10 large. I was gonna be out. Wow. Yeah. So I'm celebrating. You guys are celebrating. What are we celebrating? Who gives a fuck? We're all celebrating. Let's have some fun. Hey, Crystal, immediately ignoring what you just said earlier. He's like, we're gonna get a couple more over here, okay, kid? He's like, what? He's like, you guys look pretty serious for guys who are celebrating. He's like, I saw the boss. Again, replaying that in his mind, and he just, he knows he said it. He may know he said it, but he's saying it again. He's like, by the way, I saw the boss come over here, and he looked pretty fucking happy. Not with that other kid. I don't know what his problem was, but great fucking job. And then he got that big fucking gorilla to watch his back. Oh, shit's about to go down.
Oh, don't talk about my friend like that, bro.
Oh, hey, I mean that with love.
Look, I don't give a shit.
It's I know, he's family.
Take disrespectful shit down, Mo.
Oh, whoa, nobody's being disrespectful.
Bottle over side your head, and I'll walk away with your blood on my hands. Now look, check it out.
I thought we were celebrating. What's going on here?
Hush. Thank you for the compliment. One glass of the bubbly. I'm going to bed.
Going to bed? What are you, 85? Come on, it's a party.
Knock on my door, and I head towards the elevator bank.
Mo's just looking at you and then looking at him. He's like, is he okay? He's never usually this serious. Oh, it's that kid with the sneakers. He didn't get him, didn't he? I know he's all about them kicks. Well, I guess that's what they call him. You just let him know. I can get him. I can get what he needs. Take some time. It's a little bit, it costs a little money, but I'll get them.
Hey, Dr. Kicks. We have other problems.
Oh, fuck yeah. Tell me about it. It's crazy around here.
Yeah? What you hear?
Yeah, all right. Look, kid, you ain't hear nothing from me, but something going down with the old man.
The old man?
He's like the old man. The old man. So, just keep it under your hat. But something about something about the kid, something went down. I don't know. Everyone's keeping a little too tight-lipped. So that means something serious is going down. You know what I'm saying? Know what I mean? But otherwise, it's a fucking party. I didn't lose 10 grand today. I can't believe my fucking luck. I'm so lucky I'm unlucky. You know what I mean? It's crazy. As he pours the third flute. And then she brings over his old fashioned. Oh, you're a fucking doll. Beautiful. And he's just like, here's 50 from the 10 that I didn't lose. Ha ha! He's like, so, what are you guys celebrating? Because the boss was here. He's like, trust me, when the boss comes through here, everybody notices. And if he's happy, everybody's fucking happy. Drinks, food, whatever the fuck. When he's not happy, you need to be in another fucking county. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the kid. He's like a nephew to me. I can't say a son. He fucking hates that. He's like a nephew to me, but he's a bit of a hothead. So, shit don't go his way. Yeah.
Do you hear nothing else?
Oh, no. You hear things here and there. But I think the GM's going to save that for the next game. So we're going to move on.
You fucking bastard.
I'm going to move on to...
Me?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
We're going to move. Audible, as you're walking through the lobby, you're stopped cold in your tracks, like just frozen. And that shiver of just like, what the fuck? Like your supervisor called you in for a meeting with HR and you don't know what the fuck's going down. And you're just like, you see this familiar, lithe figure just casually walking through the front door and towards the elevator. Towards the private elevator. I don't know if Audible's still here.
I'm here.
Okay. Oh no, I'm not looking at Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you're just like wait, hold
on. And I basically feel like a shiver. Like oh shit. The fuck?
You're frozen in your tracks.
Right. I heard that.
Where is it? Yeah. You just stop, you're like
what do I?
It's.
So I see a shadowy figure. You said
it is Crosshair, live and in stereo, and you're just watching her walk through the lobby, and a couple of their security is flanking her on the left and to her right, and she gets on the elevator, and just looks in your direction, looks right at you, in fact, but nothing comes across her face as the doors close.
What the fuck? Does this bitch have a twin sister or something? I head back towards where I left T.
Okay.
Party's over, people.
And that's where we're going to leave it with Audible.
Oh, man.
So, Crosshair, you crossed the threshold once you got to the lobby. Once you got to the steps of the hotel, you crossed the threshold. Your grandfather had his own security, and they met you at the lobby to escort you to the elevator to his private residence, and no one seems out of place. No one's like bugging out. Just seems normal. But there was one cat that you saw that you met at that meeting, and you didn't care for him very much, but wasn't a threat, just a talker, and you can see he's just like not bug-eyed, but just staring at you like, what the fuck? And as the doors close, which is kind of weird. Men stare at you all the time, but this one was not in lust. It was more in shock. Get to the penthouse. Walk through the threshold. You can see people milling about, doing their normal business. Staff. You get to the dining room. You can hear talking. He's like, you can hear your uncle. You can hear your grandfather. Their voices are raised, and you try to hone in on it, and your hearing is just a little bit more acute. He's like, Pop, I ain't seen her in a couple of days. You know she's like this. She disappears. She goes on. She does her own thing. I don't control her. You're supposed to watch out for her, huh? She's your niece. She's your brother's daughter. What's the matter with you, huh? What kind of uncle are you? You're the boss of this family, and this is what you do. He's like, Pop, I can't control her. The kid is wild. You know how she is. She'll turn up. Don't worry about it. And as you turn the corner into the dining room, his face is one of as he sees you, he's just like, see? He recovers, but there's that moment of hesitation, and behind him is the Hulk, and he stops.
Why out of character? Why would even Chulito be there? He's not family.
I get what you're saying, but he's there, and that stops you right in your tracks. And he sees you, and even he's just like, with that one, he's like, so Sal's just like, you see? There she is. Bright as rain.
Sorry I was late. I had to pick up a bottle of wine.
So he gets up and he walks towards you. It's like, how you doing, kid?
Ooh.
Sal. And he has his hands open for the wine. So he's like, good, now we can eat. And you can hear, he's like, is she here? He's like, yeah, she's here.
I don't give him the bottle of wine, because next you know he probably put strychnine inside of it and then blame me. Nah. I got
how you feel, kid?
With my hands. How are you?
Nah. I've had better days.
Who's he?
It's just some extra muscle. You know, shit's been going crazy around here. You've met. Right? He's letting that hang in the air. You've met, right?
I don't know. Oh, I didn't see this coming. And I kind of rubbed my left eye a little bit looking at Chulito. But anyway, I keep.
So with that, he's just like, yeah, still funny. So he turns around and walks over to him, and as your grandfather is talking, he's a mumbler. You know, he thinks out loud. And then your grandmother comes in. She's holding some gabagool and like a little Italian charcuterie board. It's like, oh, look at you, you're skinny again. What? You never find a husband. Come eat, sit. It's like take the wine. It's like
I take the wine. I'll
one of the servants comes over. She's like, "Miss," with a smile.
I got it. I'll pop it.
Say, "Okay."
This is a family. Thank you.
So, Chilito leaves the room. Determined look on his face. Doesn't even look at you. Walks past you. He's just like, say, "Hey." He's like, "Come on, let's sit, let's eat. I got business." His tone is completely different now.
Okay.
Throughout the dinner,
Mm-hmm.
just every so often he's talking with parents, and there's no real business talk. It's just, shit of the day, topical stuff.
Yeah.
And every so often he gives you a look. Just,
The look like how, or
not the how, but just like he seems more annoyed with you than normal.
annoyed at the fact that I'm still here?
Possibly.
Oh well, let's build a bridge and get over it. But anyway, so I pour a glass of wine for my grandfather.
Okay.
I pour a glass for my grandmother.
So wait, where do you get this, huh? This is nice. Not like that Mexican player said.
It's a bottle of 1982. Actually, I knew a friend that actually went to Italy and owed me a favor and paid me with this.
Well, yeah, it must have been a big favor, huh? But forget it. We no talk of business, okay? We no talk of business. Let's eat. Everybody eat. And it's like, and she's just like, we no pray now. We that family. So finally, your uncle, he just looks at him. He's just like, he gives him the nod. He's like, thank you, Jesus, for the food and for the company and family and to everybody's health. And I'm glad that everyone's here to share in this meal. Really, really glad. Family is everything. Yeah. Thank you, Pop. Thank you, Mama, for giving me this blessed life and for family. Amen. And then he immediately starts eating. The mother's just like, what the fuck? It's like, who taught you how to pray, huh? That's not the pray I say.
So before we start eating, I say a prayer in Italian. I include everybody.
Yeah, so it sounds like with a mouthful of pasta, he's like,
thank you for the food that is given and the hands that have blessed that have made it. Thank you for everyone here. My grandfather, my grandmother, my uncle. Open up one of my eyes to look at him. My uncle. And for the happiness of generations from now to the future. Amen.
Amen. Yeah. All right, let's eat. I got business. He's like, Pop. He's like, all right, we don't talk about business.
I jump across the table and cut his throat.
All right,
laugh.
All right.
Bit of Godfather music.
Right. So we'll leave that there, and we'll pick that up.
I wonder if there's a pucker factor on it.
I don't know. There's a lot of puckering going on. So Ethera, you make it to that first. You make it to the address. Pretty nondescript. Actually, it doesn't seem like a bad place to keep a safe house.
I actually continue like 2 blocks beyond it.
Okay.
I'm not going to stop right in front of it.
No. I'm assuming that you did. I'm just the layout, the where it's situated, it's pretty nondescript. But you do notice surveillance. It's cleverly hidden, but you notice it.
Oh. Okay. All right. What's across the street from this place?
You tell me.
All right, so those places it would be. It's a community thing. There's probably some apartment buildings nearby. E, what do you think? You disappear again.
I think so.
Me?
Who?
Yeah,
What do you think? What would be? Where would the Pharaoh's Hope spots be at?
Where would the hose spots would be at?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, they're all over now. Like if you talk about the underground, pick a poison. The Bronx, Queens.
Well, no,
Oh,
no.
he's talking about where it's
I'm at the
situated.
one in Queens. Like, what? Would they residential, commercial,
Oh, they would
industrial?
They would be industrial.
Interesting. Okay.
Industrial, or if you're talking about if you do commercial, it'll be something like,
You mean like an industrial park where they have offices and shit?
yeah, it'd be like a house party or something like it'd be something that's like so underground, or it would be set up like a private party, like somebody's barber shop with the windows blacked out or whatever. So
Well,
That's
that wasn't very helpful.
that's usually how it goes.
Okay.
So
Well, I will go to. I will make my way into a building across the street.
I'll make my way to the barbershop with the blacked out windows.
Yeah, you can stop.
And make my way up to the roof. I'm gonna watch for a while.
Okay. All right. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave it there for you.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things that you do notice is it's someone that's wearing a mid what do you call it? Oh my God, what are they called?
Camera pants.
No. It's someone. It's like in cosplay plague doctor outfit, walking up the street towards the building.
Be right back, guys.
Long brim hat with the plague doctor mask. And he's walking towards the building.
Louis, you had to throw all the classics, right? You had to throw the classics in, right?
I keep an eye on him and see where he's going.
Okay. There's a point when he gets to the building that he stops and he's just looking around. And just as his head is tilting upward, you duck down. You duck back instinctually. Now it's nighttime, but he does look up. And he has goggles on, black goggles, which is weird. Because it is nighttime and it's not like it's fully lit street.
Okay. Huh. I'll definitely change my position.
Okay.
Take a quick peek.
Change your
over the
position.
rooftop.
How? Just give me a visual.
I'll move 20 feet to the right
Okay.
of my original position.
Okay. And are you gonna just stay there or look over? What are you doing?
I'm gonna take a quick look,
Okay.
quick peek over.
That quick peek was fortuitous because you can see him floating up the corner of that building from where you were last positioned. So he's obviously a meta.
The corner of which building?
The building that you're on.
Oh, well then I am going to make my way back down the direct route through the floor.
Okay. All right. When you finally do that, you get to that floor, and you're in this you're in a space that's completely dark. Now, do you have night vision of any kind, or any specific anything to see?
Night vision. I'm just checking my equipment real quick. I think I do have something. I'm just double checking. Compact nogs. Yep.
Okay. So the fact that it's completely black, immediately you put those on, and in the corner of this room, there's that looks to be a female outline with a hospital gown on, and she's sitting in that black goo. She's like with her hands on her head, just with her face in the corner, and you can now hear her faint, like crying, like she's.
I mutter wordlessly. Fuck me. And start to slowly and stealthily back as far away from her and that as I can.
Okay. Yeah, you
Her.
now you
Who's she
you
fighting?
notice the bottom half of her gown is completely covered in that. It's like she's sitting in tar, and she's just, as you back up, she just, for a split second, she's saying, "Is someone there?" You can see her through your goggles, but it's because it's completely black. There's not a lot of light. There's like a
Right.
There's like a pinprick of light from where there's you can see this heavily fortified door. Just a pinprick of light from the viewport, from the outline of a viewport, actually, because it's closed, and her eyes are completely black. There's just that black liquid coming down the side of her face, down at corners of her mouth. Just, is anyone there?
I am going to, at that point, continue directly down.
Okay. So as you almost phase through the floors, like, who is that? And just as you're about to peek through, you can see her staring right at you. And,
sure.
And you just happen to go as she lunges towards you.
Come back here!
First you say it, then you do it. Crap.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna leave you there.
Okay.
At the gallery, at the Parkside Gallery entrance, you can see police tape. Hold on. Let me put the appropriate music for this gentleman for today.
Ramalu, don't forget access.
I haven't forgotten. Now you're there at the you're coming up to the street. As you pull up, you can see the police. There's the police stickers and the tape on the outside. There's no cops inside, but there's a large padlock on the outside.
Look at the padlock. Is it like a standard master lock?
Yeah,
or?
it's one of those heavy gate locks.
Okay. All right. Because I got that key, and you said that key is like a 4.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with that type of lock.
No.
So I know where Farouk lived, correct?
More or less, yes.
Okay. So is it past this place, or is it above it, or?
It's above it. He lived at the gallery.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So is there a door that I know that this key will work on?
None that you've ever noticed.
Oh, Farouk, what trouble you put me in now. I wouldn't go inside if I was you. Oh, no. We got to see we got to investigate.
Okay, so
Yes.
I don't mean to interrupt you what you're doing right now, but you're still in your car. You're driving by. Have you parked? Where are you moved? Where are you in relation?
I'm gonna
to
go
this?
down 2 blocks,
Okay.
park the car, and then walk over.
Okay.
So,
as you're having this conversation, it takes your focus off for a second, and you look up and you see a woman standing just parallel to where the door is on the sidewalk. Just her silhouette. You can barely make out her face in what little street light that catches it, and she turns and walks into the door frame out of your line of sight of the gallery.
how was she dressed?
Can't tell. You didn't. You just see her silhouette. She's not. She's wearing.
And I know that it was a, and I know it was a woman instead of a man.
Her body shape and her height, yes, and the way she had her hair.
Okay. So did she walk? So when I drove by,
So when you drove by, there was nobody there.
okay, understanding.
Mhm.
But when I drove by, wherever she walked at,
Mhm.
was it an alleyway
No.
to
It would have been right to the entrance.
where there was chains, where there was that chain with the lock?
Where you saw the padlock and then the police tape, yes. And the you know how they put the sticker on the door frame to see if anybody tampered with it?
Okay. So Lou. So I'm gonna walk across the street, and then I want to be able to walk and then look inside and see what's going on. I don't want to be right there by the doorway. So I'm gonna take myself across, walk a little bit,
You mean you're gonna
and then
cross,
look at
you're
the
gonna
art.
you're gonna cross the street and look
Yeah,
at
yeah.
okay.
I want to look at the art gallery from across the street.
Mhm.
I don't want to be right in front of it because it's just at that moment. It's just like, did you see her? Did you see that? What is that? Where did she go?
Mhm. You cross the street. You're looking.
Myself.
Every so often when a car passes, you're able to get like a glimpse, but the way the light is reflecting is not really detailed. But in that door frame, there's nobody there. There's no other way that she could have snuck past unless she had powers, unless she was like a metahuman, or she, in your case, she had magic. If she had magic, that's possible, but she's not there. And
When I look at the door is still locked.
Door's still locked. It's a gallery, so it's a glass, window, and you can see into it. Nothing seems to be disturbed,
which is fine
from your line of sight. But
so, is there a back door to the gallery? Like when I look, is there an alleyway or a back way to get to the gallery?
Yes.
So I'm gonna walk towards that way.
Okay.
Now, what is the weather? Is it summertime or is it?
It's April, so spring.
Okay. So I'll walk over there and cautiously.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Maybe she's dead. We do not know. Let's investigate. No, I don't want to investigate.
Okay.
So,
okay. When you make your way around, and you can see the steps going up to the window, like it's a fire escape. So this is a three-story building, and you can see the fire escape. The ladder going to the ground level is up. So there's no one's come down that. There's a door 2 steps to the door. You recognize it from being inside the window adjacent to the door is where the bathroom is, and that door leads into the back of the gallery where they have a kitchenette, and this is part of the living quarters.
Look at the door.
The door is closed.
Look at the lock. Does it match?
Yes. There's another bolt with the police sticker.
Do
on
I
it,
notice
on
any
the frame.
cameras?
There was a security camera for the gallery, but the red light's not on.
Okay. So I always carry like old style Arabic knife that I always carry because this. So when I look at the camera, there's a wire going out of it, going into the walls.
The Kadar.
So I'm gonna cut that.
Okay.
And I got like regular gloves on, and then I'm gonna open the door.
Okay. So that tape peels away, makes a. As soon as you move the door, it's like.
I'm gonna cut it with the knife.
Okay. So you cut it, but the noise echoes enough that you're like, you grimace at the fact that noise happened, because that was never your intent. But you cut that. You go in.
So Lou, kind of like right there, like.
You're in the. You mean that you're?
Oh
in the,
no!
you're,
You messed up.
you're
We
in-
got to go. Let's go. Let's go.
You're in the threshold, like having a internal monologue. Okay.
It's just a constant thing that it's part of his thing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna walk inside slowly, look around. I got like a little pen flashlight, not trying to shine the light towards the front, but just at the floor a little bit and see kind of what's going on inside.
Okay. So for the most part, the kitchen doesn't seem to be tossed too badly.
Close the door, lock it.
So cabinets opened, the refrigerator's still humming. You can.
So when you say the cabinets are open, was it like if somebody was looking for something?
Yeah, I mean, you can make that assumption. It could either be the cops or it could be somebody else. Because remember, they had investigators here.
Right. But okay, so between cops and somebody else, it's also the way I look at it is how much damage. Like if stuff was thrown on the floor or just stuff was kind of just moved around. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it looks like somebody. You can see little tents. Like little.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right, this is strictly police or somebody else. All right. So I see that. I'm gonna walk ahead. Now, is there a staircase going up?
You have to walk down the hallway towards where the gallery is. That's where his loft is.
So I'm gonna head towards that way.
Okay.
Do I see anything in the, like once I get close to the windows, I put my hand over the light, or I just turn it off and look around. Do I see anything weird in the gallery area itself?
Looking around, it's eerily quiet, but outside of that, the only noise you could hear is the hum from that kind of old refrigerator, like the compressor. Every time it kicks on, that kind of distracts you. But as far as anything else, it seems dead quiet. Every so often, you can see a flash of like headlights as cars pass by from the outside of the gallery, from the street, and there's still paintings on the wall. There's still art pieces here and there, and you can see chalk outlines. And you have to come out from that area and then make a sharp right to get to where his loft is, to get to the ladder to his loft.
So I'll start walking very cautiously upstairs.
Okay. As cautiously as you try to walk, This is an old place, so every so often the floor will creak. So that kind of, with the stillness of the room, it just throws this whole echo out. And
Let me.
Yes.
Okay, so the room is real open, right? So what I'm trying to judge is the echo. Echo for the room being open, or just feels like an unnatural echo, like if.
I don't know that that's.
So what I'm trying to figure out is like, you could kind of know, and this is me as my out of character in a sense. So if I take stuff out of a room, the noise bounces off more off the walls. And now that there's paintings and stuff like that, does it sound like the sound that does it sound like it's being amplified? Like this, does it feels like the sound being a little bit amplified to me?
Hold on, I'll tell you exactly. Something like that. No, that was way too much. Here we go. So it's moments of silence penetrated by that.
Okay. So I'm gonna keep on going. That's old wood.
Yes.
That's just old
It's
wood.
just old
All right.
wood,
So I'm
yeah.
gonna keep on going.
All right. Once you get to the stairs of the loft, can I assume that you're using your pen light?
Is it dark?
Yeah, there's no lights outside.
Then I have to.
Yeah, outside of that. All right. So, where is it? I'm gonna put your. As soon as you turn the light to go up the stairs, you see that person, and your heart fails and you die. No, I'm just kidding.
Snake!
You are 65, but she's standing there at the top of the staircase, staring at you. Her eyes are completely covered. Her eyes are completely black. Her skin is pale ashen. You can see a scar, a blistering, bleeding scar of the keeper's mark on her neck.
Do I recognize her? Do I know her from any times before?
So that is going to be answered in the next game. So I'm going to move on to Mystic Knight. Mystic Knight, you had reached.
Yes,
You were where? Remind me where you were going. I apologize.
I was heading to the 24th Street Diner, the location that Danny sent, that Access sent me.
Okay.
To meet up with him.
All right. So while you're there waiting, you're waiting for a while, and he hasn't shown up. And
How much time?
From where the obsidian is to
No. How much time has passed?
From when you left Athera?
No, from the time that I've been waiting for him. Because
I was
he
getting
should have gotten there before me.
I was getting to that, and he's not there. And if you had to gauge the distance, it shouldn't have taken him, even with traffic, it shouldn't have taken him any more than 10 minutes. So he should have been there.
How much time has passed so far?
He should have been there about 10 minutes ago.
And so overall, I've been waiting for him 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Even though he should have been here already.
Yes. From the time he called to when you got there, he should have been there at least 10 minutes ago.
Well, normally he kind of gets hung up with a couple of things that's not too out of the ordinary. I'll give him a little bit more time. I'll get myself a couple of snacks, like a sampler and stuff like that, so I could pick on, right? I browse the area, not because I'm paranoid or anything. It's just me, just looking around. And what I'm doing, though, In the meantime, I'm prepping for the job of what Athera needed. Meaning, I'm going into my computer, right, using the IPs along with it in order to start running the programs that I'm going to use in tandem with Access in order to be able to not only ping every single location for Helios and Pharaoh, but also see if we can do a deep dive to find out anything else that might be of importance. And then once we collect that information, I pay Access. I'm assuming that things go the way they're going, right? And then ping Athera with the information. Basically, it's going to be encrypted, but she's going to be able to get access to the information as soon as it hits her phone. It's going to be done that way.
Okay.
So
Okay.
while I'm doing that, if he still takes any longer, then I'm going to give him a call and find out what's going on.
All right. So in tandem with that, Access, Chilito had brought you to an office. It's pretty nice, and tells you to sit. And in that moment, just as he was about, he was about to move in your direction in a way that you've recognized before. The way of, I'm about to do something to this kid, and no one's
I
here.
like you, and I want you.
And no one's about to stop me. He gets his phone rings, and yeah. What? All right. And wait here. Don't touch anything. Or touch something. I don't give a fuck. And then he walks out the room.
Bye, Chulo.
Just as he's walking through the door, he's like, I know you think you're a funny kid, but there's only so much laughter I have in me before I start ripping fucking hackers' arms off. And yeah, I remember you. And he closes the door behind him.
So what's in this room, Lou?
It's a study. So books that don't look like they've ever been touched. There is a tray full of liquor, brandy, some nice crystal. There's a desk. There's a computer. There's a fireplace behind the desk and the computer. There's a picture on the wall of the family. For some reason, not Crimson. I was going to say Crimson Sage. Crosshair was painted a little further than than Sal and the parents. So she's like off to the side.
Is
what? And
is there a window here?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna touch the building. I'm gonna go into the camera system, and I spend 1 intelligent points for that. And then I'm gonna start looking around. Is there a camera in front of this door, or in other words, if there's any surveillance in this hallway?
You're looking around, and just then you get a
So I'm trying to see like in front of my door.
You also just get a text from Mystic Knight. What was the text again, Mystic Knight?
No, I wasn't going to text him.
Oh, you want to call?
The text is, once we're done with the job, was to Athera, so she could get an encrypted file with everything we find.
Okay. Were you calling him at all? I apologize.
Yeah, for Access, I'm calling him directly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, so your phone vibrates just before you merge into the building.
Okay, so I'll tell him, hold on, give me a second, because I'm in Sal's office, because the guy that I was working with went and spent all the money, and now Sal got me in this room, but I'm just about to get out of the room right now. Hold on, just give me a second. So, Lou,
okay. You reach out. There is a camera that's looking at you right now with audio.
I mean, all I'm doing is so what I'm gonna do, Lewis, I am going to do
there's actually there's 4 cameras in this office.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna touch the building. I'm gonna take control of the cameras, and then what I'm gonna do there is I'm gonna use one of my abilities. Hold on, which is called. Hold on, give me a second. It's called system override. And what it does, I could take control of lights, cameras, alarms, air conditioning, pretty much anything that has to do with the building. I could take control. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna shut those cameras off, and I'm gonna open up the door in front of me.
Okay. Is that? It's on your
It
character.
takes
It's on your character sheet, so I
Yes,
can't see
yes,
it.
it is. You could I send you a copy.
Okay.
Sounds like
It takes two intelligence.
that sounds like habitation from Palladium with a kick to
Yeah,
it.
that's exactly what it is. No, this is actually one of the powers in habitation.
No. I'm saying it sounds like something similar to
Mm-hmm.
from Palladium called habitation.
Yeah. It's
No, that's
It is.
exactly what it
It
is.
That's
is.
exactly what it is.
It's
It isn't
adapted.
habitation. It's the same power.
It's adapted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You said you emailed it to me.
No, I could. I'm texting you now. I texted to you before, but hold on, I'll text it to you now.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because since you can't see the character that he created, he's still using the one that he got in text.
Did you send it in Zoom? Is what I'm asking.
No. What I'm saying
Hold
is
on.
that the character that he's using is the text character, the Word document.
Okay.
Because since you can't see the character he created, he's using the default, which is the one that was in the Word document.
All right.
But the one that he created has similar aspects, but it is quite different.
Okay. All right. So let's just, for the sake of argument, because I really need to end this game right now. You do that, the door clicks and open, and the electric lock on that door turns over, and the door pops off the frame.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna touch the building, and I'm gonna get. You remember that you said that they had a way down to the subway? I don't know if you remember that.
I do.
So I'm gonna go through there. I'm gonna pretty much dodge everything by looking through the cameras,
Mhm.
and then I'm just gonna go straight down into
Okay.
the subway and
So-
leave.
so-
And then before I leave, I'm gonna leave him my number and says call me when you get the chance. Buy access.
Okay. In that, once you leave, you're still on the phone with Mystic
Yeah.
Knight.
So now I'm gonna tell him, hey,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna.
over here like, are you done yet? Because
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
I'll tell him. I'll tell him I'm going over there right now. Hold on, just give me a second. And then so from the subway, I'm gonna go up and then go towards where Mystic Knight is at.
Okay. So
all right.
the timing of
I
it.
guess you got it handled. Do you need any assistance?
No, I'm good. I'm out.
Yeah, the timing of
Okay.
it was throughout would fall in line with the dinner, the conversation, and then with Sal leaving the room. It's going to be a while before anyone comes back to that office. You would have been sitting there for a minute. Okay. So, do you guys?
Mind you, if I really did want to get dirty, I could have fucking hacked that on computer.
You finally meet up with Mystic Knight, and
question, Danny, out of character.
Yes.
Do we know each other by our real names, or do we know each other by our code names?
that's up to you
No,
guys.
we know each other. No, yeah, we definitely know each other.
So
Yeah.
I call him by his real name, and he can call me by my real name.
Okay, which is
Right.
what?
Hold on. Well, I can't believe I don't remember my damn real name. You got my character. What is it?
Why am I not looking at your damn character?
It'll be faster for you to get it than me.
Leonard Lasad.
Leonard.
Lechon and Bobo.
Call me Leo.
Yeah. That's so good. Like Jordan Bobo.
Toreador said you guys' names are Lechon and Bobo.
You know what?
That's hilarious.
Right. So, what's your name again? Your first name?
Oh, Albert.
Yeah. So, Al, I got a sweet job that will interest you for your own personal reasons, and it's gonna gain us favor. Right. I'm gonna pay you like I always do anyway. But this is gonna be of huge help for me for other reasons. Now, I need to catch you up to speed, bro. There's this black goo going around, right? That's kind of funky. Now, you know what I do. And I know you still don't believe in magic, but this thing has that type of properties along with tech properties. Now, I think there's a connection between that and this new drug out there called Solomon Grundy, right? Now, I'm trying to still get my hands on that so that I can do an experiment regarding the black goo, which I do have a sample of, and I just need that. But that's not what the job
What does
is.
you need? The Solomon Grundy?
No. That's not what the job is. The job is that I've come to find out that Helios, under some other name, Pharaoh, may not have a hand in it, but knows more than what they're putting out there. So the person had requested that we could dig in, do a deep dive into Helios and Pharaoh. And whatever information we get, obviously, you can do with it what you want, but I'm going to forward that same information to the contact I got. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's good. Lewis, will Synapse Corps would be interested in this information too?
If it's tech related, I would imagine so, but I can't. It's not one. It's not a straight up yes or no. It's your decision on whether or not you want to share it.
No, well. Remember, I have a tight relationship with them, and so yeah, I would share it with them because they haven't done me wrong yet. So I would definitely share. I would definitely share it with them.
Hey,
So
we good?
I'm gonna tell them. I'll do the job, pay me, but I'm gonna share the information with my corporation, Synapse Corps,
Listen,
to to see more or less what
listen.
they
I
could do
know
with
you
it.
deal with them, and that's your lane. I have nothing to do with that. But you know we're boys, but when it comes to business is business, and I don't get in your way. You know that.
Okay,
So
so that's
if
fine.
you want to, if you want to take that information and give it to them, that's not an issue for me, right? What my concern is to try and get more information from what I'm dealing with because this thing looks really scary, bro. I mean, I had first contact with it two different ways. One, an actual attack at the Obsidian where you were, which is the reason I told you hell no. And the second one was when I attempted the experiment the first time, where the results I could barely contain. Oh, that's right. I forward you a file regarding all the readings that I got off of the first exam that I did with the liquid with the black gel.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more thing and then let Lewis go after this because he has to get up tomorrow. Lewis, with my Nigerian alias through the hacker community, is there anything that we know about either Solomon Grundy or the
No,
Black Goo?
it really has nothing to do with one. Has nothing to do with the other.
Oh well, so the Black Goo.
No.
In other words, us looking around,
No,
did
these are
anything?
these are relatively new developments, and they've been kept under wraps for the most part.
Okay, so I wouldn't really know what he's talking about.
No. So you're just taking everything that he's saying, telling you
Okay,
at face value.
as is.
Well,
Okay,
I'm also giving him, the results that I have. I'm
Mhm.
sharing that with him, so that way, if he does end up running into it, he knows not to fuck with it,
Okay.
right? Oh, by all means, Al, please, 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 please remember this. If you remember nothing else, do not let that thing touch you under any circumstances. Okay? The only way you'll survive is by chopping whatever it is off. And if it gets on your main body, might as well kiss your ass goodbye.
okay, so I'll take this serious. Okay, so let's let Lewis go because he has to get up tomorrow early in the morning.
All right.
All right.
So thank you for the permission. I appreciate that.
No, because you know how it is, bro. We'll stay role playing for another 2 hours,
Yeah,
man.
no,
So
I got that. All right.
Nah, fuck
So
that.
that being said, Thank you, everybody, for joining. For myself, Audible Architect, Access Mystic Knight, Tori Doythera, and Crosshair 2.0, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you in the next time.